had a chance to explore him when you look at situations like tonight where he might be needed, or you feel that's an ongoing process with his unique style of play?
Yeah, we feel comfortable enough with him. I mean, he's missed this past week, so he's just getting his legs under him. He is feeling a little bit better, and I think he'll continue to feel a lot better as this trip goes on.
I'm curious, now that you've had 8 games without him, what do you miss about not having Udonis around?
He's still around,
But not in that same role on your bench. And,
I think it's been, a lot of things can be true. It is a little bit of a transition, and I was, curious and open to where the leadership will go. And naturally, Bam being mentored by UD and then becoming the captain, I think that's a beautiful thing, and to see him grow into that leadership role, I think will be cool to see. He'll do it a little bit differently, than UD, but he has the same care factor about the culture, as UD. Jimmy, of course, will continue to lead, the way he does. And he does so much of it by example of how he competes. And Kyle and K-Love are really important, as the veteran experienced champions on our roster. But it's we have that saying, it requires leadership at all levels. So it's not just the captain, it's not just the veterans, it's not just UD, the years before. Everybody has to find their spots to step into that leadership role. With all that said, UD is going to still be around, and so that's what I feel good about. I just love having him around. I love having him mentor. That's one of his greatest gifts, and he'll continue to do that.
We've seen a couple other teams kind of have a veteran guy at the end of the bench who doesn't really play much. What goes into that decision from the team side to carry somebody who's maybe not going to play in the games?
Yeah, it's really challenging. I think every organization would love to have that position, but because there's so much turnover in the league, that I don't know if it always resonates in every single locker room. UD has such a illustrious history with our organization. If you come through our doors, he's one of the first people you meet. He was and will continue to be a caretaker for our culture. Cares about it so much. Players coming in, they know who he is. He has that instant credibility, because of all the time that he's had with our organization. It's different, unfortunately in so many other places, because the coaching staffs change, the front offices change, players change, that there's not really that kind of ingrained, corporate knowledge of what the organization stands for, unfortunately. But I think it's missing, in this league right now. Unfortunately, we've had that benefit of having UD for so long, and even, our staff has been together so long, that helps, and we've had a few players now in the system for several years.
Coach, I know you have a lot of respect for Quinn Snyder. With a half a year last year and a full off season and now a training camp, can you see his imprint, and what differences do you see specifically in the way their two guards are playing?
Yeah, without a doubt, Quinn's one of the very best. And he was putting his fingerprints on the team last year. They beat us in the play-in, but they play with pace, and they're really developing an unselfish style of basketball where everybody's involved, everybody's a weapon, and they get you on your heels. And it's a credit to kind of this culture that he's building. And, you can't expect it to be easy, in these. So we have great respect, for them. I have great respect for Quinn. You know that he's going to have this team prepared. They're going to continue to evolve, and that's what competition's all about.
Coach, you've got a few bodies out today. Where do you want your team's focus to be? Miami's used to dealing with adversity, so specifically against this team, what do you wanna see from your team tonight?
Yeah, I think it's an easy thing for us to wrap our minds around. There's great clarity. All we're focused on is the next 5 hours. That's it. You know, sometimes you can get ahead of yourself. You think about the schedule. You think about the next 2 weeks. You think about a lot of different things. All we're focusing on is this game tonight. And we have a lot of guys that have been chomping at the bit to try to, you know, get more minutes, and they're going to get their opportunity now. The guys are prepared. You know, we don't have to try to beat them in a 7-game series, you know, tonight. It's just one game, and our guys are looking forward to this. We've seen what they've done. We saw what they did the other night, and we're expecting, you know, high-level competition.
All right, Coach,
Thank you.
Thank you.